You've been told that peace is outside of you, in a quiet room or a cozy corner. But the mystics knew another way. They said you don't find peace, you remember it, because at the center of your being, a name is hidden, a divine name. Ibn Arabi, that great master, saw this not just as a word, but as a key. The key to the silence that waits behind all the mind's noise. If your mind is a field of ceaseless turmoil, if waves of anger and anxiety relentlessly crash upon the shores of your soul, stay with me. This is not merely an instruction. It is a homecoming, a return to a home you never truly left. Have you ever asked yourself why the mind never rests? This agitation, this endless inner dialogue is not a flaw in your design. It is an invitation. The mystics knew that this chaos is the soul's cry for its true name. This inner pain takes a different shape for each of us. For one, it is a fire that suddenly flares. For another, it's the constant shadow of anxiety. And for someone else, it is that deep feeling of being unseen. These are not just symptoms. They are signs calling you toward your lost name, toward your home. In the complex worldview of Ibn Arabi, the divine names are not a list of words, but are the various manifestations of a single light. And every soul, in its very creation, has a deeper connection with one of these manifestations. This is what he calls your Rab, or your dominant name, your spiritual signature. This name is both your greatest challenge and your deepest path of return to yourself. But how do you find it? The answer is not in your strength. It is in your wound. Look at your deepest pain, the suffering that returns again and again. That is not your weakness. It is the empty space of your name. It is the hollow where the light of that divine name has not yet shone. This path is not about moving toward perfection. It is about returning to wholeness. Let's make this path clearer with a few examples. If you are someone who angers quickly, that fire is your soul's cry for the coolness of as-sabur, the utterly patient. If you live under the constant shadow of anxiety, that fear is your soul's forgetfulness, that its home is in the ocean of as-salam, the source of all peace. And if your deepest suffering is the feeling of being unseen, this is your soul's thirst for the very love it is made of, for al-wadud, the unconditionally loving. With this perspective, your weaknesses are no longer a source of shame. They are a treasure map leading you back to the heart of the divine within you. So you have found the name, but how do you awaken it? Ibn Arabi taught us that Dhikr, remembrance, is not just the repetition of words, but takhalluq, that is, to be adorned by that name and to live it. This begins with an inner whisper. Be silent for a moment and let that name resonate in your heart. If it is as-sabur, don't just say the word. Feel the stillness of that divine patience that encompasses all of existence. This is a gentle knock on a door you are eager to open. Next, you contemplate it. You ask yourself, what is the manifestation of being as-sabur? How does a soul immersed in as-salam view its fears? This is preparing the soil of your soul for the seed of that name to grow. But the most powerful remembrance is in life itself. When anger rises in the chaos of traffic, this is an invitation for a deep breath and a whisper of ya sabur in the silence of your heart. You are not suppressing anger, you are choosing patience. When worry wakes you in the middle of the night, this is an invitation to place a hand on your heart and whisper, Ya Salam. You are not fighting fear, you are remembering the presence of peace. Every time you choose a divine attribute over a human reaction, you are rewriting the story of your soul. You are walking the path of return. And when your actions become divine, your heart will have no choice but to find peace. Now, I invite you to walk this path with me for a moment. Wherever you are, gift yourself a moment of stillness, and if it feels right, gently close your eyes. Breathe, not just with your lungs, but with your entire being. Let every breath be a return. Now, with the kindness of a lover, look within. Ask your soul, what is my deepest storm? Is it fire? Is it fear? Is it the pain of loneliness? Allow that feeling, whatever it is, to be seen. Do not fight it, simply witness it. And now, remember the name, the light that is waiting behind this shadow. As-Sabur, As-Salam, Al-Wadud. Place this name like a balm upon that inner wound. Whisper it in your heart. Ya Sabur, Ya Salam, Ya Wadud. And feel the light of this name like a gentle warmth shining from the center of your being and slowly filling all of you. This is the light of God awakening within you. Remain in this light. Rest here. And whenever you are ready, gently open your eyes. This is only the beginning of this journey. Share with us in the comments. Which shadow did you recognize? And which name is your light? Your story becomes a lamp for another. We are not alone on this path. This journey to find your divine name is not a magic formula to escape problems. It is a lifelong return to the truth of who you are. This path teaches us that our pains are not meaningless. They are invitations from the divine to find him in the most intimate corners of our souls. When the mind calms from its own noise, the heart begins to speak. And it is in the silence of the heart that the whispers of truth are heard. You are no longer a slave to your reactions. You become a compassionate witness to your own life. This is not the path of becoming flawless. It is the path of becoming whole. The path of shining divine light into the darkest corners of our being. As the great master Ibn Arabi taught us, each of us is a unique mirror for one of God's names. And this life is an opportunity for that reflection to become clearer and clearer. May your journey be filled with light, and may you find your way home. There is something subtle that begins to change when you truly live your dominant name. The mind, which once raced from fear to fear, slowly loses its urgency. Not because life becomes easier, but because you are no longer divided within yourself. The wound that once felt like a weakness becomes a doorway. The reaction that once controlled you becomes a conscious choice. Over time, you may notice that the same situations that once triggered you now feel different. The fire still appears, but it no longer consumes. The fear still whispers, but it no longer commands. Something deeper stands behind it, steady, luminous, aware. This is the quiet transformation Ibn Arabi pointed toward. Not the disappearance of the human condition, but its illumination. The divine name does not erase your humanity, it refines it. It gives direction to your emotions, depth to your actions, and meaning to your struggles. And perhaps this is the true calming of the mind, not the absence of thought, but the alignment of the soul. When your inner life begins to move in harmony with the name written into your being, silence is no longer something you chase. It becomes something you inhabit.